Welcome back to AS Online Class. A. A for apple. A. A for ant. A. A for aram. A. A for am. A. A for army. A. A for aeroplane. A. A for angel. A. A for apple. A. A for ant. A. A for animal. A. A for ear. A. A for area. A. A for avocado. A. A for actor. A. A for ambulance. A. A for egg. A. A for ad. A. A for ear finer. A. A for A. A for age. A. A for apron. A. A for acid. A. A for airport. A. A for almond. A. A for arrow. A. A for axe. A. A for Australia. A. A for address. A. A for admit. A. A for account. A. A for accident. A. A for act. A. A for alcohol. A. A for activity. A. A for America. A. A for answer. A. A for artist. A. A for album. A for actor. A for orange. A for alphabet. A for anaconda. A for astronaut. A for Africa. A for angry. A for antenna. A for alien. A for app. A for anime. A for ankle. Thank you for watching.